Hello everyone and welcome back to Happy Pharm Life. My name is Dr. Sierra Richard. I'm a pharmacist dedicated to helping you live a happier, healthier life. And in today's video, I'm going to do something a little bit different. Today is Try Something New Day for the September 30-day self-care challenge. So today I'm trying a new type of video for you guys. I'm going to do a get ready with me and just talk about things that you guys have asked me. I've had these questions asked and I couldn't figure out exactly how I wanted to do the video for them. So I've decided I'm going to try this format out. If you guys like it, I'll keep doing it here and there because they don't require a lot of editing and I can get more videos out to you guys. So today's question that I'm answering, if you clicked on this, you probably already know, is why I became a pharmacist. So I'm going to get ready. I'm going to answer that question. So for me, I really liked science growing up. Also, if my eyes go over here, that's just where my mirror is. So I really liked science growing up and I knew that I wanted to do something in science. I also really liked to teach. I had said at one point in time, well, in kindergarten I said I wanted to be a singer, but that ship sailed real quickly. I figured out that was just not going to happen for me. So I really liked to teach, and so I kept saying I wanted to be a teacher. I liked science. I liked interacting with people. I liked interacting with kids. And we took this quiz. It was the quizzes you take in school to tell you this is what you're going to be when you grow up. Yeah, I took one of those and it told me I was going to be a pharmacist. And for me, I was like, yeah, whatever. Well, I needed a summer job, so my mom told the local pharmacy. Next thing I know, I had an interview with them, got the job, and so I started as a technician when I was 16. I really enjoyed it, and I think it just combined a lot of those things that I really, really liked. I liked the patient interaction. I liked that, the pharmacist did a lot of teaching where I was at and did a lot of helping people, which I also wanted to do. I knew I wanted to do something in the sciences where I could help people. So I saw all the benefits of being a pharmacist in this independent pharmacy in my hometown. I just loved it. So I pretty much knew when I went to undergrad that that's what I wanted to do. And that was really why I started in pharmacy. But what I continued is, I, of course, like most people, I thought about a couple other things. I really like to write. I thought about doing something in that. I did still think about going more of the PhD route. I didn't really think about medicine. I briefly did, but I just really don't like blood, so that was just not my thing. But then I ended up working in the ER in residency, so go figure. I saw a lot of blood. I didn't really like it. So still confirmed that decision, but hey, whatever. So anyway, in school, I didn't really deviate too far away from that idea that I wanted to be a pharmacist. So I got in pharmacy school, and when I got there, at first I had always thought I wanted to go into retail pharmacy because that's what I knew, that's what I fell in love with whenever I was a technician. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna be a retail pharmacist. But right before I left, my organic chemistry professor at Arkansas State, Dr. Onko, for anybody who's A-State that may watch this, Dr. Onko told me about clinical pharmacy. I was like, that's something I never heard of, but it was where you're more engaged with the physician, you're making more recommendations, and just kind of having a little bit more clinical side versus the operational side of things where you're just filling prescriptions, where there's nothing wrong with that, but it's just a little bit different side of pharmacy. So I was like, okay, I'll keep that in mind, but I didn't really know what it was, so I wasn't like, okay, this is what I want to do with my life now. I still didn't really know what I wanted to do other than I wanted to be a pharmacist. So I went ahead and started looking at the clinical pharmacist stuff even at orientation because there was organizations that were clinical pharmacy based. And so I decided, I'll join a couple of those. I'll join this hospital pharmacy, which talks about clinical pharmacists, and see what happens. The other thing I wanted to do was get a job, because that's kind of an expectation for pharmacists and pharmacy students. If you didn't know that, it's like really, really important to have a job and clinical experience before you go out and practice. People really look for that. So even if you're only doing a few hours a week or just like covering some weekends here and there, like any practice experience is super helpful. It also really helps with just figuring out what you like about pharmacy and if you like that area. So if you can get a job in an area that you're considering but don't know if you would like love it, perfect way to do it is to get a job or be an intern in pharmacy school. So I wanted to intern in a hospital because I had not done that, and that's where a lot of clinical pharmacists work, and I wanted to learn that area. So while there was some jobs open in retail, like right out of the gate, I kind of held out for a hospital job, and I'm glad that I did, because I got a job at the Women's and Children's Hospital, because like I said, I really liked working with kids, and I wanted to see, you know, what this pediatric side of thing was like. So I got this job and quickly decided that pediatrics, number one, was for me. I loved working with the kids. I have a kid that he was like excited because Wonder Woman made his meds, because I had Wonder Woman scrubs on and brought it to him, and it's just so much fun and so incredibly rewarding for me to work with pediatric patients. So I was like, heck yeah, want to do pediatrics. And so the reason I wanted to do that is like I like to help people, but adult medicine is not as exciting as pediatrics, because I feel like pediatrics have just different disease states. Things are changing every year that they come in, and we're doing a lot of math. I like to do math, so we do a lot of weight-based dosing and do a lot of pharmacokinetics that are different than we do for adults. Everything's a little less standardized and more patient-specific, which is what I liked about it. I also liked where I was at. It was a women's and children's hospital, so I got to take care of mom, then baby when baby was born, and mom after she delivers, so postpartum. So it was really cool to kind of like see the whole thing through during the delivery process as well. So I liked those things, and so that's why I decided to do a residency. So I did a residency at a pediatric only hospital in Fort Worth, Texas, and I missed the moms. So that's one thing that I noticed, is I was in the NICU, but I was like, but what about mom? Is mom okay? And I realized that I liked to take care of the moms as well. So where my current job is back where I interned, and I get to do the women's and children's part of it, and it's just super fun. So yeah, my why for pharmacy is I really, you know, it fit a lot of things for me. I wanted to help people. I wanted to be able to teach, which I still get to do. I get to teach medical residents. I get to teach pharmacy students and pharmacy residents now. I'm working to be a preceptor in training since I just graduated residency, but they have a PGY1, so I am eligible to be a preceptor in training there. Also, this cut on my arm is for my cat. I just wanted to let you know that. So yeah, I get to do a lot of teaching, as well as teach patients here and there. I probably won't be doing that so much right now in my current job, and that's because I work overnight, so most of my patients are asleep unless they are moms who are delivering. So that's just not somebody, and if she's delivering, I'm not going to be teaching her anything about her meds. That's not her primary concern at that time, nor does she want to hear from me. So probably not going to do as much patient teaching, but I do a lot of medical resident teaching overnights right now. I talk to them on the phone, and I always like to give them more than just like a straight answer for a recommendation. I like to give them the why behind what I'm doing it. So really the amount of teaching I'm doing is because I'm in an academic medical center and I have the opportunity to do the teaching. But that was really important to me. So I'm glad that I get to do that. Let's see, what else? So those are the big things. And also like getting to have a community and get to know my patients. I got to know, okay, woo, back it up. So I have a lot of patients that are frequent flyers is what we call them, that come in a lot, that have chronic illness, and we take care of them on a regular basis. And so I knew those patients as a intern because I worked primarily in our IV room, and so I did a lot of medication preparation for them. So that was really cool to come back, and I still have those patients, but those same patients that come in frequently, I know their disease states, I know the meds they're on. And the crazy thing is, even coming back, so there's a patient that had been there a lot when I was there as an intern. I checked his meds this week, and it was crazy because I caught a couple errors in entry, which is not anybody's fault. The system that we use frequently causes problems, and it's not that the physicians do it on purpose. It's just not the best system to keep everything in check. So anyway, I caught a couple errors just because I knew this kid and I knew his meds from when I worked there previously, and I was like, that doesn't look quite right, and I know I've been away from here, so I did some digging, and I was like, yeah, that's not quite right. So that's the cool thing. Even working in a hospital, I still can get to know my patients to the point that I can recognize those things when they come in and really be helpful to the team, because the physician was like super grateful that I caught that, and we were able to get it fixed before he got a dose of it. So that's the cool thing, I think, is just getting to know my patients. And so yeah, that's why I went into pharmacy. I just kind of fell in love with it when I started working as a technician, and wanted to be able to do more and be able to do more of that clinical piece of things, and that's exactly what I've gotten to do. And it was a long journey to get here, which I can talk about in other videos if you guys want, but I made it, and I like my job. I really do. There's a lot of talk about the pharmacy market right now and what's required to be a clinical pharmacist, which it is more than your traditional like community pharmacy job, especially now. But it's worth it, and I'm glad I did it, and that is why I became a pharmacist. So thank you guys for watching. If you guys have other things that you guys want me to talk about, or if you just absolutely hate these, or if you love them, let me know down in the comments below so I can decide if I'm going to do more of these. I like it because I just get to talk to you guys about things that you've asked me, but if you guys don't like it, I will keep doing them. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!